All rise. The Geauga County Court of Common Pleas is now in session. The Honorable David L. Fury presiding.
Please be seated. This is the case of the State of Ohio against Thomas M. Lane, case 12C58. Here this morning, on behalf of the State of Ohio, is Prosecutor James Flays. Mr. Flays, could you please introduce your table?
Thank you, Your Honor. To my left is Nicholas Burling, Geauga County Assistant Prosecutor, Mark Bartolotta, Geauga County Assistant Prosecutor, and from the Lake County Prosecutor's Office, Karen Colwell.
Thank you, and you can make it from where you sit. What? You can make it seated where you are, if you would.
One moment.
Take your time.
Saying pull the trigger that killed your son, now it masturbates to memory of you.
All right. That's all your client has to say, Mr. Friedman.
I will miss Demetrius, and I have enough memories to last me a lifetime. That child stole my baby's life, and he should never be able to do this to anyone ever again. Thank you.
I hate you for the pain you have caused, Nick. You chased him down the hall and fired the last bullet that paralyzed him. You're lucky I have to read this because I'd be staring at you the whole time. Why? Why did you do it? Why? Nick is a very kind and loving. Why would you want to hurt him? You don't know kind. You're evil. I will have to eventually forgive you. Otherwise, you will haunt me. You will never, ever be in my thoughts after this. Never. My family will move on, not you. You have ruined your life, not to mention Adam's. He was thinking about inviting you back to that table because he felt sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. I have watched my son suffer daily. Every hour, every minute. But we will always remember that someone tried to kill 5 people, and all they did was want to go to school. So many people have been affected by your decision. Your family, all of our families. Nick is an amazing person. He is strong and he's a survivor and will continue on with his life. You won't. And to Tom and Sarah, the sperm donor and egg donor, I went to school with you both. Why pick drugs over your kids? Judge Fury, please don't ever let him on the streets. He is dangerous and has caused way too much pain. Thank you.
As you can see, to us, the defendant no longer has a name. To us, he is the shooter who stole my loving brother Russell away from us. He's the evil, disgusting animal that took a gun into a place that is supposed to be safe and murdered 3 amazing, handsome, funny, smart boys who were loved by so many people. He's the monster that injured 3 others and hurt thousands more with his actions. Your Honor, the defendant, the shooter, took so much away from so many people. I strongly feel that he deserves to spend the rest of his life in prison without any option of parole. No one should be able to take the lives of 3 young men who were doing what they were supposed to and get a second chance. Also, I would like to mention one last thing. A few weeks prior to the shooting, Russell told one of his close friends that he wanted to start hanging out with the shooter again. He told his friend that they used to be friends and grew apart over the years. I hope that is something the shooter will never forget. He wanted to be his friend. He felt sorry for him. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Camp.
You murdered my son, Danny. You are a killer. You are a pathetic excuse for a human being. In fact, you're not even a human being. You don't deserve to be called human. You're a monster and will forever be titled a triple murderer. I have many more words I wish I could say that would express my pure disgust and hatred for you. But unlike you, as we've seen today, I obey the law, and that's why I'm standing here, a free person, something you will never be. I hope you have a cold, rough, unkind, harsh prison life with monsters like yourself. I want you to endure years and years of pain and abuse, which is, in my opinion, not harsh enough. If I had my choice, you would die an extremely slow, torturous death. You don't deserve to take another breath while my 16-year-old son Danny lies in the cold ground because of your disgusting, selfish, and cowardly actions. You need to spend the rest of your life in prison with monsters like yourself. You're a weak, pathetic, vile coward.
Mr. Blaze, anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
But Judge David Fury would have none of it. Judge Fury said Lane faked mental illness, showed no remorse, and gave him life without parole.
First, the defendant's conduct was without any provocation. Second, it was extreme. He was relentless in his shooting. He repeatedly fired his gun at these victims in sequence, moving in the position to better the aim. He inflicted extreme injury, and he kept shooting, emptying the magazine that was in the gun of all 10 of the